Hey, everybody. I wanted to welcome you to my live tonight, Monday night. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Hope everybody can see me and hear me okay. I'm out here in my base camp on our property, backside of our property. Pretty thick canopy back in here, so probably hear a lot of mix of birds and livestock, a random plane or helicopter once in a while. We're about 5 or 6 miles from a local airport here. We're out in the country. We're on 5 acres here, Southwest Missouri. So, how are you doing, TD Knives and Adventures? Welcome in. Welcome in, Cole. I appreciate you coming in, guys. Spent the last 2 days inside editing today's videos, so it wasn't because of the weather. Looking forward to the live stream. Yeah, I've been looking forward to the live stream pretty much all week. It's been pretty good. I was kind of wondering if the rain would hold off. We had a small chance of rain today, so it's been actually pretty nice. It's pretty warm and humid, as you can expect. I'm wearing long sleeve because mosquitoes have been bad. I do have the thermocell out, and obviously, I've got the fire going for tonight's dinner. Can everybody hear me okay? I want to welcome everybody in tonight. Hey, Woodsman, appreciate you coming in, brother. We're live. Yep, absolutely. Live. Hey, Ken, welcome in tonight. I appreciate you guys all coming in. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Like I said, as everybody could read, I'm out in my base camp on my property. Hey, honey, how are you doing? She got a sneak peek of what I'm making for dinner tonight. I made hers before I made mine. I didn't want to have my beautiful wife wait for dinner until I cooked mine. So, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. I haven't done much out here in the base camp this year. Was it pretty good, honey? Just don't give it away. But this is what we're looking at. It's pretty thick back in here. This direction is the back part of our property. It goes back about another, 200 feet probably back to our fence line back there there's a little patch of open field back here. And then our neighbors have got some horses and other kind of livestock, chickens and stuff back there. So you can hear a plane, of course. I put the canopy up out here in case we got some sprinkles or something. The canopy above me is pretty thick, so but my luck, I planned this out and it'd start raining, so I did put my canopy up. Nice, beautiful sunset back there. You're welcome, honey. I was glad you liked it. Hey, Randy, welcome to the party, man. Just giving a little tour of our property, but this is facing this way is the north side of our property. About 100 yards or so that way is the road in front of our house. Um, Back this way is where the old dairy barn and silo is. If you go out this way, you might be able to see that round bell back there in the distance. I got set up for archery practicing, and the deer munch on it too a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty thick back in here. I do have it mowed pretty nice back in here and weeded it to keep it knocked down through the summer months, so keeps the ticks and the mosquitoes down. How you doing tonight, Randy? I appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, we can definitely party. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard tonight because I wanted the horizontal. I do have the fire going. I'll show you my setup tonight for dinner. The ground's still pretty damp out here, so the wood's really damp that I have. So I went ahead and brought my grill rack out for the fire pit, and I come up with a bright idea to use the chimney starter to put my charcoal in, and then I'm going to cook directly. I cooked directly above that earlier, and it worked out real nice. So I figured that chimney starter gets good airflow, so works pretty good. Then that way I can dump it out after I cook, and I might try to start some wood. I don't know. It's so hot back here. I'd like to have a fire for the ambiance for the live tonight. I might after I cook, but I didn't want to try the wood first and it be an epic fail. Then I'd have to go get the charcoal or have it ready. So making sure I can get it cooked good. Let me catch up on some comments. Sorry, I'm using StreamYard, so it's going to be a lot harder for me to read comments, but I'll make do. Just watching you, bro, so far. Yep, just watching me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me very well. Let me see if I've got my audio set up right. Yeah, it says I do, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Basically like a hobo stove, yeah. Well, it's my charcoal chimney starter for my barbecue grill. So I come up with that idea. I stacked my grill up on the rocks and got it up high enough to put my charcoal chimney starter for my barbecue grill underneath of it. I thought that was a pretty good idea. I didn't have any kind of a basket or anything to put the charcoal in off the ground. I didn't want to put the charcoal right on the wet dirt. So, hey, Lefty, how you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming in, brother. Yeah, I think I'm getting awful hungry. I'm gonna start cooking my dinner. I'll show you guys what I've got here. Put you underneath the canopy with me. See if I can get you down where you can see. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea. I was trying to figure out what I could do. All right. If you can see that. I think you can see that. But we got tonight, which I'm sure you can all figure out what it is. Let's see here. Get my beauty of being out at base camp. You can bring all the comforts of home, which I usually do out car camping anyways. But I got me a beautiful New York strip steak. I don't know if you can see that. Can't zoom in very good with this either. But I am going to season that up. And then I'm going to, once it's done, I got some nice creamy Irish butter that I melt all over the top of it. So get started here. My favorite all-time steak seasoning, of course, is McCormick's Montreal steak seasoning. In my opinion, it's the best. Everybody's got their own opinion, so it's my all-time favorite for steak, chicken, pork. And if you don't want to get raw juices on your hands, I always use the tongs to flip it. Not like I really need seasoning to make it taste good on the campfire, but I do like me some Montreal steak seasoning. All right, I got that all ready to go. Hit some more comments here. Great idea. Lefty says, I've cooked on charcoal starter. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea. I mean, you can put your, I've got a backpacking rack. You could put right on top of that. Just let the coals burn down to where they're not flaming up too bad. That would work really good too. Yeah. What temp you cooking? I can't see that stupid dollar signs in the way. Cooking to, I'll probably do mine medium rare. I like my steak medium rare, medium to medium rare. That's usually what I cook mine to. Let me see if I can get you turned around here and get you a shot of me putting it on the. I guess I could try to. Oh, too far down, I think. Get it on the. Go ahead and get it put on the grill here. Oh yeah, good little sizzle. What are you guys all doing for dinner tonight? That's a little crooked, ain't it? I don't even know if you guys can see that. Yeah, our local Hy-Vee had their steaks on sale, so we went in there and grabbed a couple New York strip for wanted to do those tonight. And then we've got say about 6 pounds of bacon wrapped sirloin. It was a really good deal. It was really good on sale. I'll probably do it for about 3 minutes a side with that thin of a cut, so maybe 4 minutes. Stuffed peppers. Oh, buddy, Cole, I love stuffed peppers. My mom used to make some really good stuffed peppers. And down like this, I can't hardly see the comments. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I do like stuffed peppers. I like just about anything. It's easier to say what I don't like. I'm gonna stand over here. Give me a thumbs up if the sound sounds okay, if you can hear me over here or not. See if my microphone's picking up over here. I don't know if it is or not. Okay, you can hear me okay? Okay. Thank you guys. All good. Okay. You all said all good. Josh Keller, what you doing, brother? Ice cream? Not out at camp. How you doing, Josh? I appreciate it. Happy birthday, brother. Everybody in here, would you wish Josh Keller a happy birthday? It's his birthday today. It's about time for me to flip that steak. Thanks, Randy. Appreciate it. I'm gonna see about flipping that steak about 3 minutes. Oh, buddy. I like a little char on my side of my steak, so I might flip it over an extra little bit on each side to get a good char. I don't know if you can see that very good. I can get you a close up of it. Okay, let me see. It's been a pretty nice day today. It was a little breezy earlier today, but of course, when I was getting ready to do the live, the breeze calmed down and it got warmer and humid. The mosquitoes came out, so I put the thermocell out in this fire between the two. Got rid of the mosquitoes for now. Appreciate that, Randy. I appreciate it. Yeah, Josh is my buddy I used to work with. Thank you, Woodsman, for reminding everybody to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Yeah, pretty thin New York strip, so it ain't gonna take a whole lot longer because of one at medium rare. But putting that Irish butter on it, man, that'll make it really good. And all I'm gonna have is one big steak. It's not that big a one. It's pretty small, actually. I had a pretty good sized brunch with my son today. I got to hang out with my son. We celebrated my Father's Day today with him. He didn't get to hang out with me yesterday, so it's always a blessing when you get to hang out with your son, any of your kids, your daughter. So we had brunch about 11:30. I guess it was more towards lunch. And then we went to Academy and walked around, and went to Walmart. Finally picked up that thermocell I've been threatening to get. So finally got me one. You know, the hardest thing to do when you put a steak on the fire is not to touch it. Sure, smelling good though. Yeah, I need to do a camp out here. I have not done a camp out here this year yet. Um, I'm wanting to do, since I did, well, my next video comes out tomorrow. Um, everybody knows what kind of video I did by the live I did. Oh, buddy, ain't that beautiful? This is just about done. As hot as this fire is, just about done. I'm gonna let it set over here off the fire and rest for a few minutes before I. You always get some carryover cooking. Everybody knows that. Good time to put that butter. What do you think? And put that butter on there, fresh, hot off the barbecue. I like a lot of butter. It melts in there. A lot of butter. This Irish butter's got a heavy, you know, thick cream content. Tastes so much better than regular butter. Really creamy. I usually make a compound butter with it, but I didn't do that today. My compound butter, I usually put basil, thyme, rosemary, garlic, and a little bit of pepper in it usually. I guess maybe somebody in here may not know what a compound butter is, but I'm sure most people know what a compound butter is. But that's where you put your spices and everything in the melted butter. Well, not melted, but soft butter. Usually, if the butter, if it's cold, bring it up to room temperature where it's soft, and then put all your spices that you want into the butter. Mostly herbs. It's just dripping. I don't know if it'll be worth eating. I don't know. Maybe somebody else will come over here and eat it for me. Bet my wife would eat another one. Ashley, you'd probably eat another one, wouldn't you? Let's see if I can get a picture of it. There we go. Hard to do in StreamYard. Hard to turn your camera rear facing and backwards. You have to go into settings. That looks pretty good. I think I might be able to. I think I might be able to eat it. I don't know. Bet I could talk one of you guys into eating it for me. Let's see here. Looks good. Everyone gives a thumbs up. Thanks for reminding for the thumbs up. How old is your son? My son turned 21. He'll turn 22 October 4th this year. He's my youngest son. My oldest son is 32. And my youngest daughter, she will turn, let's see here, Cora will turn 20 this year. Is that right? Yep. My youngest daughter turns 20 this year. And then my oldest daughter, she turns, let's see here, my oldest daughter turns 29 in November. Never heard of that done like that. Something, learn something new every day. Yeah, woodsman. Yeah, it really, especially like if you do a turkey or whatever, um, you can put the compound butter right under the skin or chicken and lift the skin up. Yours is 11 coal. That's awesome. I'm not actually. I don't think I'm actually going to do a overnight camp tonight out here. Um, I just, with everything doing today, hanging out with my son, and um, I kind of rushed getting everything out here tonight. I could, but doing the live, I didn't really have time to set everything up, and I'd really like to do my bivy tent out here maybe next. I got all the weeds knocked down real low, so I was thinking about doing a bivy overnight. I don't know yet. Might do. I could do a tarp and do my military bivy bag, but I haven't used that. I've only used my Kura hybrid hammock bivy tent once as a tent, and that was with my son when we went on our camp together. I was hoping I could talk him into doing a camp with me tonight, or not a camp, but being on live with me tonight. But he didn't really want to be on live, so I wasn't going to push him into it. Let me pull that steak off here. Well, it's not always good when you throw your utensils in the dirt. And the beauty about being out here in Basecamp, I can bring a regular plate out here. Which usually at camp, I usually that's that's dinner. And nope, no sides with it tonight. I'm going all carnivore. Tony would be proud of me, wouldn't he? I might make a fire out of those hot coals. I don't know yet. Let me I don't know if I can lower this down or not. I need to lower this down. I really don't want to show me eating. I hate when people eat the whole time in front of you. Hate watching people eat. That's my least favorite thing on YouTube is watching people eat. Let's see if I can get a shot of cutting the steak here. Let's see here. Den sneak in here. Hey Den, how are you doing outdoors with Den? I appreciate you coming in. Got the steak pulled off and it's rested for about 5 minutes here. Let me get my knife out and cut into this thing and see what we're dealing with here. Yeah, that's more like medium, but that will do just fine. It's unlike a ribeye is my favorite, but New York strip is a little leaner and it's a thin cut, so yeah, looks pretty good. Real nice and juicy. Can't hardly tell it. You really can't see it on the camera, but it's pinker than it looks. Really thin, so it cooked did carryover cooking quite a bit, but it may be closer to medium well time I get it all eaten. Let me taste that. Oh my gosh. Huh. Mm-mm-mm. Oh man, that melts in your mouth. Wow. Looks mighty tasty. Oh, buddy. Telling you what, that if you don't melt the Irish butter, not like I said, not like a steak. A good steak really needs any seasoning, or especially over a campfire or charcoal. But that, especially if you get a real lean cut of meat like sirloin or something that's real lean, that butter adds the fat and flavor that it's second to none in my opinion. I mean, it's super juicy. Mm. Oops, sorry guys. Ringing the dinner bell for all the neighbor dogs to come over. That's We're pretty lucky out here. We don't have a neighbors all keep their dogs under wrap and animals. We don't have a lot of stray animals or neighbor animals coming into our area much. Once in a blue moon, want to get out and run through the area, but mainly cats. But people wait and put their cats out after dark, so we're usually already laying down. Time the cats come through. Yeah, you get in the middle. That one's pretty good, medium rare. Hey Ed, how you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming in. Hey David, Darcy said, sorry, it's hard for me to read these on the little screen. Said enjoy your steak, LOL. Yeah. Yeah, I will. It's a treat, I know. It's mighty tasty, Den says, yummy. Matt says, yeah. What'd you guys have to eat, Ed and Josh? What'd you guys have to eat? Randy, what'd you have to eat? Man, that's some good steak right there. You can see it. I like you. Most people would rather see the steak than me, probably. I even like the fat if it's cooked pretty good. If it's not too much, anyways. Like this piece is just solid fat. My grandmother would down that. She loved solid fat even. The dogs would like that though. Mm. You know what? I'm sold on that thermocell. Everybody said I would be. Yeah, just about everybody uses them. And when they first came out, I was thinking, yeah, right. You know how many mosquito repellent things there were out there, and half of them didn't work with the darn. But there was a whole flock of mosquitoes. I bet there was, I don't know. It was like a, I don't know how many. I wouldn't want to guess how many. I walked out here and I was like, oh no. Hopefully between the fire and the thermocell, we'll get rid of these mosquitoes because it'd make for a miserable life. But yeah, I wanted to make a simple dinner. Like I said, I had a big lunch with my son to celebrate Father's Day with my boy, which is good. Maybe I'll talk him into coming out here on a Monday night and doing a live with me so you guys can all meet him. Unlike me, he's a really, really nice young man. He sure proud of him. He's a janitor. He works at the local FedEx warehouse here. So yeah, pretty proud of him. But yeah, I don't know if most of you know I have 4 children, which I was telling you the ages earlier, so I'm sure you put two and two together. Yeah, I had a steak melt sandwich. It was on toasted French bread with cheese, onions, and peppers. It was kind of like I don't know. They call it a steak melt, but it was kind of wasn't a patty melt, it was a shredded steak, so but it was really good, and they had fried okra, so I had that with it. My son had a Chipotle, bacon cheeseburger with seasoned potatoes. That looked super good. I always like Chipotle. Raccoons? Yeah, there's raccoons out here for sure. Yep. Well, I need to hurry up meet this. I don't want to attract any animals out here. We're chilling. Love the fact you're on the day other than Thursday and Sunday. Yeah, there's a lot of. It's hard. I did some random ones here or there too, but my set night's usually Monday night. Just for the fact, like you say, there's so many other channels doing them on Thursdays or Sundays, Tuesdays. But if you're wanting to, if you're wanting to grow your channel and get new people in, I guess there's enough people on YouTube that they'll jump in. New people jump in and watch your channel. Burgers with mashed and gravy. Yes, mashed potatoes and gravy is the bomb. Any kind of potato with me, like steak. Normally, I'd have a baked potato, a loaded baked potato, or a loaded sweet potato, and like a veggie, green beans, asparagus, something like that. I love asparagus. My son made chicken and dumplings. Oh, buddy. Good homemade chicken and dumplings. Can't go wrong there. Man, that sounds good. Sounds good. Still got quite a bit of steak to eat left. Looks amazing. Thank you. It is amazing. It's melting in your mouth. Literally, I don't even have to hardly chew it. I could have cut it with my fork almost. Let you guys see the steak instead of me eating it. I hate that. And if somebody chews really loud, hopefully I'm not chewing too loud. Darcy and I left over pizza and her leftover ice cream from last night. I had this had leftover steak and baked potato. Oh, buddy, that sounds good. Sounds good, Josh. Ice cream. Yep. Where'd you get that ice cream from? I have no idea where you got that. Maybe Andy's. PA is filled with them. Yeah. Possums, man. Possums, raccoons. We got a lot of armadillo here. I used my thermostat last video and made it. I made. Oh well, they work great. Yeah, for sure. I would highly recommend it if somebody doesn't have one and it's been questioning whether they work. Yes, they work. One of the patio versions. Yeah, I've got the fast charging. Went ahead and bought the fast charging one that comes with a charging dock. It's the 20 feet radius one. Comes with a 36-hour refill. But it's really nice. So far, so good. Getting rid of the mosquitoes is a good thing. Besides ticks, they're my least favorite. Hey, two guys, appreciate you stopping by. I don't know if you got to see sorry you missed the cooking of the steak. You can always go back and look at that, but super, super good. Super juicy still. Got quite a bit of carryover cooking. It really carried over to almost medium, but it's okay. Who said that? Oh, Ed. Has anybody refilled their own thermocell? No, I haven't. I'd like to read up on it so I could do that. That would save a lot of money because a single refill for that 36 hours, 18 bucks. The two pack is like 34. Yeah, I'm sure you can refill them. I think you can take the little um, thing out and refill them. You can um, take the little cotton piece that when you take the cap off, it looks like you could remove it. Be worth trying for sure. I don't know what you'd use to refill it with. And I don't know how far I'm back on. Hey CNT, how you doing? I wish you guys were here to try this steak. I'd sure share with you. Just having some steak out here in base camp. Appreciate you guys coming in. If you guys haven't checked out everybody's channel, I'd say go and check out everybody's channel. And it's in here. Share the love. We're all community. CNT, if you guys like e-bikes, they cruise around PA on e-bikes around the Philadelphia area and different areas on their e-bikes and get some really good footage of the city at night and during the day both. And really cool couple. I enjoy watching their running around and showing out where they live. It's really cool. They got some new you guys got some new e-bikes, right? Pretty sure you did. Since I've been watching you, you guys got some new e-bikes. I can't remember what model and make they are. See the thermocell I have, that one didn't have the pads. That's why I went with that because I didn't want to. The pads only you're supposed to change them out every 4 hours, and I wanted one that would go. This one is supposed to go 9 hours on a charge, so I wanted a thermocell I could set up, get in my hammock or my tent, and not have to touch it till morning. So this one would go 9 hours supposedly, but if I could get it to go 6 or 7 hours straight, that would be great. But the little ones with the pads that you put in them, they only go 4 hours. So this one doesn't have those pads. So that's why I went that route. No, the one like mine don't have the pads. The one like mine has the liquid. Uh, it's got liquid in them. Um, so I don't know. I bet you can refill it. What you cooking? Yeah, I was cooking New York strip steak. I tried to cook it medium rare, but it was a little bit thin cut. I got it about medium. Well, yeah, medium. The thicker ends were medium rare still. Don't know, but we met two nice people there. Yeah, that was nice of you. Hey, Mission Discover, how you doing, Nolan? Appreciate you coming in, brother. Just trying to eat my steak and with you guys. Steak's just my dinner. I'm going carnivore tonight, like Tony. Just butter and steak. Yeah, you can see my thermocell. I showed it a while ago, but it has a little docking station that underneath of it's got these pins on it, and it sets right down on a docking station. And it's fast charging. This will charge, it says, like 6 hours or something. I forget what the one like Tony has is a step down from this one. Um, they'll take the same size cartridges, But you just push this button and it comes on, and when all the four lights come on, means it's good. But it has a little thing that the can you see the stuff coming out the top? Yeah, you can see it smoking a little bit. It's got that little hole where the stuff comes out. And if you well, let me shut it off for a second here. I don't want to. Let me shut it off. Makes if you push it, it makes noise and it shuts off. And all you have to do is lift up this lid. And that's what the inside of the lid looks like. And then it's got the liquid. See the liquid in there? And it's got a little, almost like a wick. And it looks like you could take that wick out and slide that wick back in. But you could refill that if you knew what exactly to use. But yeah, this just sets right down in there like that. And then this is just magnetic. It doesn't really, just clicks right down on it. And then you push the power button and you hear the beeping. Those lights come on flashing. And once they stop flashing, it'll start working. There you go. Takes it a few, well, no, that's starting to smoke right away. You see that, right? Against my shirt. You can see the fumes of that going, which it was already going, so it shouldn't have took too much. It says it could take up to 15 minutes if it was like cold weather, or not cold weather, but cooler, obviously. But it only took a few minutes to get going. You hear my dogs barking in the background. Ashley's taking them out for a walk, it sounds like. Why me woods? Bad. No, I can't hardly see the chat. Sorry, guys. Out here on my phone. I should have brought my tablet out here. I could probably see the chat a lot better. Life on a budget. How you doing, man? Appreciate you coming in. You missed me cooking the steak. New York strip. We made 2 trail dinners with potatoes and spices. And corn burger patty wrapped up in aluminum foil. Next camp. Oh, buddy. Yeah, those, we call them out here when I was growing up, we called those hobo dinners or full pack dinners, whatever you want to call them. My kids really liked those growing up. So did I. We had them growing up. My mom and dad made them a lot. And we took them camping too. Painting eyes on my fish prints now. Sweet. Your fish prints. Look delicious. Yes. Very delicious. Yeah. Quick and easy. Probably the best steak I've had in a while. Somebody should do a video on that. Yeah, I might do that. Once I empty out this refill, I'll do some looking into seeing what I can use to refill it and see if we can get it to work. You're welcome, CMT. I appreciate you guys coming in. Got to share the love, right? Everybody checking out everybody's channel, and we've got a really good community here. So let's say Jason X Hunter and the Oak Tech G60. Oh, okay. Couldn't remember which ones you guys got. No, I know maybe not everybody. I think I find it interesting watching you guys and whole region exploring on e-bikes. I enjoy it a lot. You know, a lot of people in our niche in the outdoor community get e-bikes to review, and I don't like the reviews near as well. I understand why they get them. Some people resell them, but I like watching you guys, you know, riding around on them and exploring on them. That's really cool. I only reason I would really like to have an e-bike is to do some camps with them. You know, pack them like you do a regular mountain bike or whatever, and do some bike camping. I'd really like to do that. I just wish the thermocells would work for um, flies and ticks and everything too. But you know, hey, can't get everything right. I'm sure I'm way behind. I got the this on JC1. Okay, Cole. I didn't know if you had the same brand. I like both of you guys' e-bikes. They're really cool. The new e-bike that Campo Champion got, I forget what it is. He did a review on it here recently. It's a really good e-bike, and it's got the seat in the back and the rack on it. It's really cool. You didn't see the thermocell, or did I miss that? I don't know if you seen it good then, or if I'm just repeating some comments. I thought I was that far behind. That is so nice. Yeah, must be that far behind. Seen ones without the pads. Yeah, they have at Walmart. I know they have two versions without the pads. It's the liquid. I didn't want to mess with the pads. Like I said, the pads only last. You're supposed to change them every 4 hours. Yes, I like that. Did you get that from Amazon? No, I got my thermocell from Walmart. We sell them at Bass Pro. They sell them on Amazon. They sell them everywhere. Academy. I have a premiere coming up at 9. After that, I'll be back. Okay, I appreciate that. Sorry I couldn't catch your premiere, Cole. I did catch your last one, but I will go back and watch it, even if I don't watch it live. I usually watch them afterwards, anyways, and I'll try to comment on it, help you out. Yes, I've seen it. Okay. See y'all. Gotta focus on painting. All right, Nolan. Appreciate you hopping in for me. If you haven't given me a like, I appreciate a like before you head out. Yeah, I can't wait to see those done. For each other during this journey. Yep, absolutely. Everybody wants to grow their channels and reach more people, so that's what it's all about. Making friends too. I like that you and your husband and wife do the e-bike CNT. Pretty cool that you can do that together. One of my realm of content, I believe this video is going to be well liked. That's good. Yeah, I'm anxious to see what it's like. I like seeing that. I like people getting diverse in their YouTube channels and doing different stuff, you know. I mean, you want to have majority of your content be in a certain niche, I think, so the algorithm will know who to show it to. But yeah, I like seeing people, you know, doing new stuff once in a while. We like watching you and love the outdoors. I appreciate that, CNT. I love the outdoors too. And you know, even though you guys ride e-bikes, you guys are outside. I mean, that night you guys was riding in Philadelphia and it was dark and the lights were so bright you could see the clouds in the background. That was so awesome, man. Even, you know, you're in the big cities doesn't mean you can't get outside, you know, riding through the parks and seeing you get to see side of Philadelphia I've never got to see before. Definitely nice the camp has. Yeah. Let's see here. Take care, Nolan. I'm a little far behind. I don't know how far. Definitely what's it all about. I missed something. Thank you. CNT was asking Cole that. All right. Thanks, Woodsman. Cole, appreciate that. Thanks, 210. You're welcome. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. I it's been raining here and the ground was wet. I was wanting to use firewood and but I just used my grill grate and I got my chimney starter for my charcoal grill and I propped the grate fire grate up on some rocks. Well, let me show you before it gets too dark. But I got the grill grate down there. I don't know if you can see it, but I got the grill grate and the chimney starter underneath of it. Chimney starter has the charcoal inside of it, so I put it up on the rocks to be able to cook underneath of it. Use that chimney to get the charcoal off the wet ground. I was wondering what I was going to use to get it off the wet ground because I knew since my firewood was wet, I knew I was going to use charcoal, but I didn't want to haul my grill out here. So I got a little creative. I thought it worked out well. Man, that was good. When I cooked my steak, since you guys missed it, I always season my steak with McCormick's steak seasoning, and I cooked it. That's all I do is put McCormick steak Montreal steak seasoning on it, and then I grill it. And then once I pull it off, not all the time, but it's good to put um, Irish butter on it. I put about a tablespoon of Irish butter on top of each steak. The sun's probably in the way. Oh, all right. But yeah, it was super good. Super, the less fattier cuts like sirloin. You can do a poor man's ribeye with chuck roast cubed up, but you can cook it in butter, and they call it poor man's ribeye. That's super good. I love that. Let's see here. Ooh, Philly is beautiful. Yes, it is. Very beautiful city. I've not seen it a lot like in your guys' light and how you show it. It's nice to be able to see. Well, sorry, I got to tighten up this. Are you dizzy? The little mount came loose a little bit. Tighten it up a little bit so it won't move. It's all about being a community. It absolutely is. Yep. I'm all for growing each other's channels, and well, I try to make everybody a mod when they come in here so you can check out each other's channels easier. Because when I'm on StreamYard, I can't make people mods, so that's why I've kind of been going back and forth with YouTube Live and StreamYard. I like StreamYard better on some things because you can do horizontal instead of vertical, obviously, so you can show more in the background. But without having a tablet or another device with me out here, I can't make people mods. Let's see here. All about being EQ. Yeah. Um, Hint. I subbed. CNT, you subbed to him. That's awesome, Matt. They'll appreciate that. Yeah, I try never to sub without anybody, without commenting on some videos and watching some videos. I mean, if you just go and subscribe to a channel and you don't support it, continue to support it too. I mean, initially it'll get you your subs that you need to get monetized. I mean, I'm not going to say it doesn't totally help, but once you get monetized and you don't, everybody knows it's on YouTube. I don't have to talk about it, but if you get monetized and they don't support your channel, then it really doesn't help you. Yep. We already had you subbed. The two guys. Yeah, I think you guys are all in here the other night all together. So, appreciate that, Matt. Let's see here. I'm way behind, I think. That's a nice outdoor cook setup. Yeah, I mean, it's just my regular fire pit that I got, and I need to dig out my fire pit, but it's been rainy, so I haven't come out here and dug it out. And like I said, I haven't technically done a official camp out overnight here yet this season. Been camping everywhere else, so it needs to be cleaned out. This is a really nice base camp. I really like it out here. Other than a little road noise and planes flying over once in a while. Uh, but like I said, I am in the country, so that's a good seasoning. Yeah, McCormick's Montreal steak season. I think it's one of the best. My dad liked the Creole seasoning. I can't remember the name of it, the brand of it. Real popular brand of Creole seasoning. That's really good. I do like that. They had some friends down in Louisiana, and growing up, we used to go down there a lot and make gumbo and jambalaya and crawfish boil. It was nice. Like a good Creole seasoning too. I'm in and out trying to give time to everybody. Somebody else doing a live or a premiere, Randy? Yeah, I usually just pick one unless like sometimes after Tony's people will be doing lives and I'll hop on them, but a lot of times I'll pick and choose or like that. I'll do half on one and half on the other. Depends. Depends on what the topic is and if I'm really interested in one or the other. It's kind of hard to jump around or I'll have one running on the TV, one running on my tablet, one running on my phone. I've done that before. Kind of hard to really listen to three at one time though, or even two at one time. So I try to only listen to one especially lives, one at a time. Two sides of every city, town. We show it all uncut live. Yep, yep, and that's good. That's why I enjoy it. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that on stage, but yeah, I enjoy seeing cities like that. Like I told you, Cole, the other night. I guess it was last night or the night before. My dad used to watch a guy that drove around in the different cities all of the United States, but he drove in a car. But he'd give you the historical stats, the population's growth and decline, um, wage per capita of individuals living there. Um, Really cool information on different cities all over. But like I said, they were in a vehicle driving around. That's what we do. Yeah. Wish I was camping there. Yeah, it is nice. This is my base camp. I wish you could have got come out here and looked at it when you was here, Randy, but I didn't even have it weed eated mowed when you came by. Like I said, I haven't even been. This is the first thing I've really done out here other than mowing and weed eating. I did mowing and weed eating. I did Saturday, but yeah, this is the first time I've been out here even this season. I've went everywhere else all season. we'll be on Cole's and yours at the same time. I appreciate that. Yeah. True, 210, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to choose favorites too on YouTube, but I mean, when you get so many that you're subscribed to at one time, it's so hard. Uh, he comes on 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, it's so hard to when you're subscribed to too many people to give everybody equal time. So that's why when the wintertime especially, I give people a lot of love because it gets dark so early and everybody asked me what do I do in camp when it's dark in the wintertime, and I said I do a lot of editing. I do my editing on the go like Tony does and like Randy does on his phone. By the time I get done with the camp out, I'm pretty much done with all my editing. Rita's doing it live. I try to visit both. Yeah, I don't know that I can't remember if I'm subscribed to Creed or not. I need to check. I need to make a mental note of that and check. Just trying to support as much as possible. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to support everybody all the time. And even if you don't watch them, I've discussed this on lives many times. A lot of people, especially their older stuff, I like watching all their older stuff too. I try to watch everybody's stuff from when they started to see the progression from when they start to where they are now. And even if you don't, or you can put if they've got playlists, you can put their videos in a playlist and let it play and give them watch time. You know, I'd suggest people watching videos, but I mean, I don't want to just be subscribed to somebody and let videos run in the background, but it's still supporting them, I guess. But I try not to subscribe to people that I just know I'm not going to watch their channel. We use two tablets, two phones. LOL. We watch. Yep. Yeah, I have my tablet, my phone. We watch on our TV a lot, and I've got my laptop. I mean, I could do a lot at once, but it does help whether you're truly watching them or not. I mean, like I said, if you don't want to go back and watch people's old stuff, like Tony's got over 600 videos. He's got probably closer to 700 videos, and I've been slowly trying to go back and watch his old stuff from I've watched from his first stealth camp on. I've watched most all his stuff, newer stuff, but from his stroke older, I haven't watched a lot. So I've been trying to go back and watch a lot of his old stuff. I've had so many ticks from last weekend. Really? Yeah, I got some permethrum or promethium, whatever you call that um, clothing treatment I got today. So I've got to get all my outdoor gear I normally wear and treat all my clothing with that. But I did get that. Off has got some of it. Repel's got some of it. Pretty much all the bug companies got that natural. What I've been telling every time, that eucalyptus lemon bug spray seems to work really good. Seems to work really good, especially with the ticks. Knock on wood. I think this year I may have had one tick this year. Knock on wood. I'm not going to brag yet, but hopefully treating my clothing, using that and the thermocell, I'll be good on bugs this year. Finished up on eyes and hit Creed's live back now. Hey, Nolan, I appreciate you coming back in. Yeah, and Cole did a premiere on his new DJI Mini 2. I think he got the second edition drone. That was pretty cool. I've got the first gen Mini 2 drone. I love it. Yeah, I catch Creed a lot in Nolan's lives, but I can't remember if I've caught maybe a couple of his lives, and I need to check. I'm like you, Randy. I forget when I'm in these lives who I talk to and who I don't sometimes. So I can't go in, and I hate. It's the only thing I hate about being out here. I don't have another device out here with me, so I can't subscribe to people. Usually I subscribe to people right when people talk about it, so I won't forget. I guess I could take a screenshot of it. Don't want to mess up the StreamYard though. Good night, everyone. Back to work. Good night, Matt. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Have a good night at work. Be safe. You guys need to grab your you guys need to grab your kayaks and canoes and come up to Michigan, land of thousand lakes. Boy, Dan, I would sure like to do that. I wish I had time off and had the money to travel more and go to places like that. I'd like to go up there and hang out with you and hang out with Minnesota Mike and Adam. There's a lot of people up in Minnesota. I'd like to meet up with Shug and do a hammock camp with him. Hey, Ken, appreciate you, brother. Sorry I had to help the wife unload the car and then big gallons of like baggies for 3 full pizzas she bought home baseball party. Oh yeah. Hey man, I just appreciate you being in here, supporting like you guys do. I think I'm caught up on comments finally. Sorry guys. But I was wanting to show it off. Did I get all that? Let's see here. Oh, somebody, Randy said, JT Bushcraft said he won't be doing videos for a while. He's trying to get his license. Short he will start back after that. Okay. That's kind of cool. But I was wanting to show you what my mother-in-law got me for Father's Day, or just got me a new Stanley Cup. Of course, a pretty nice sticker there. I'm gonna have to get some extra stickers from you guys to put on this cup. Got Tony's Random Adventure sticker there. I got PA Outdoors couple, as you guys probably know, and Randy and I met up there at Tony's YouTuber creator meetup. Pretty nice. It's a OD green, my favorite color, and then it's got the nice handle, and it's got a little pop-up spout. I like this type. A little different than my last one, but I really like it. Works good. So I owe a shout out to my mother-in-law, Linda. I love you so much. I thank you for it. Appreciate you. I got an amazing mother-in-law, got an amazing wife. Yeah, I like the handle really well. I didn't know that I would like it, but it's even got Allen wrench where you can tighten it if they get loose on both sides. Pretty nice. Yeah, I like the insulated cups. Of course, it'll do hot or cold, so that's nice for winter or summer. But definitely keeps your drinks really cool. It, it's really quiet tonight. Better knock on wood again. But sometimes we'll get a loud motorcycle running down the road out here, and some couple big trucks that make noise. Today, the C-130s, the National Guard that's at the airport over here has some C-130s and some Black Hawk helicopters. Chinook will come in once in a while, the dual blade helicopters, and they're pretty loud. But usually this time of night, they're usually not flying around. They have a couple trainer jets. I can't remember what jets they are. Some small one-person trainer jets that they fly around a lot. Hey, Lone Wolf Fishing, how you doing? Thanks for coming in, brother. Yeah, you missed all the cooking. I had steak, New York strip steak for dinner tonight. It was fabulous. I made Montreal steak seasoning, Irish butter on it after it was done. Let it melt all over it and let it set for 5 minutes or so before I cut into it. Melt in your mouth. It was so good. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight and chatting with me. StreamYard did send me an email asking for feedback on their service. So I gave him a lot of ideas uh, as far as wanting the chat window bigger and all the things that I don't care for on chat um, and their software. I thought that was really cool. That I'm sure they send it out to everybody, but it's nice that a company wants your feedback on how it runs and what you like and what you dislike. Um, Really, the only thing I complain about StreamYard, obviously, it's a third party app, or so you really can't. Well, it's not app, but you really can't add moderators on YouTube, and that's why I usually when I'm in the studio, I'll have it on my tablet so I can do make people moderators. But yeah, so I told them that I didn't like the how small the comment box was, but if you make the comment box bigger, your camera screen's going to be smaller. So I don't know. I don't know how what the best thing to fix that would be. I'm doing well, thanks. How are you? Sounds like good. Yep, been pretty good. Had a really good dinner tonight. Hanging out here in my base camp. We have my wife and I have 5 acres here, and I've got a little campground that originally my nephew come to stay with us shortly after we moved here, and he was pretty young then, and like, Uncle David, let's go out in those woods and make a campsite. I said, well, that's a great idea. So my little nephew Ethan helped me make this campsite, and I've been using it ever since. Dave from Australia, see us. I think that's how it's pronounced. I appreciate you coming in here. I really do. Thank you for stopping in. Let me unplug that. Thank you for Australia. How's the weather in Australia? Is it hot today? How's it going over there? Appreciate y'all subbing to each other. Sorry I can't make you a moderator. See this? I'm out on StreamYard out here in my campsite, so I can't make people moderators. I'd make you one too, Lone Wolf Fishing, but I'm not able to do that at the current moment. 5 acres, that would be awesome. Yeah, my wife and I, prior to COVID, uh, we purchased this property in 2018. I think June of 2018. Got a really good deal on it. It was when the market was still low, and we was definitely blessed. I think the property was only on the market for 3 days, and of course, another couple was bidding on it at the same time we did. So luckily, we got it. Very blessed. I know this is a beautiful piece of property. My dad was always every time my mom and dad would come over, they would be standing out off our back deck, and they'd be like, "Son, you have such a beautiful place here. You're so blessed." And they have 3.5 acres, really pretty property too. But he was always loving where our property is, and it's kind of on a hill on our road, and we have a lot of wild blackberries, a lot of deer that come through, turkey, a few squirrels. Winter here, just finished work, so relaxing before bed. I thought it was. I was gonna say it might be winter there, but I couldn't remember. My uncle Paul used to work for Boeing, and he spent a lot of time there in Australia, in Sydney, working for Boeing. And yeah, he was always saying that it was winter when it was summer here. So yeah, that makes sense. I do appreciate you coming in before going to bed after a long day. Pretty and green here, as you can tell. It was about 85 degrees and Probably somewhere between 70 and 80% humidity today. I'm guessing. I didn't look at the humidity levels today, but it felt about like that. Hope you had a good day at work, Sivas. Don't forget to thumbs up and notification. Thank you, CNT. I appreciate that. Yep. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. I just appreciate everybody hanging out with me and chatting. I love this part of lives. It's my most favorite. I like it even more than doing videos because I get to talk to you guys and communicate. I'd like to do a first premiere sometime soon, just so I can chat with everybody as the video's playing. I think that's a cool idea. I have a appreciation for a friendly live host and chat. I appreciate that, Lone Wolf. Yeah, and so many times, I don't want to say a lot of the people I'm subscribed to, because if I'm subscribed to anybody and they do a lot of inappropriate, I'm not into, you know, a lot of bad language. I mean, we're all adults. I mean, a little bit here or there slipping out ain't bad, but I mean, if it's super filthy and vulgar, and I'm not all about that. I did subscribe to somebody here recently. It was a fishing channel, and that person was super vulgar and nonstop cussing. You know, I understand people's backgrounds and stuff, but I mean, that's just way overboard. I can't watch stuff like that. Yeah, that's right, Lone Wolf. I mean, not to give, I understand there's big channels too, and it's hard for everybody to acknowledge everybody, but I mean, I could be doing stuff and ignoring comments, and but that's what the live's about, is the interaction and getting to know people's personalities and know that they're true, and that's what I liked about Tony's meetup and meeting everybody and everybody else I've met on YouTube. You can get a feel for somebody, and especially in a live, what their personality's like. If they're true to themselves on their videos too, you should be able to, but a lot of people do hide their personalities and hide who they are. And, I don't want to offend anybody, but, I'm who I am here. I'm who I am in real life. If you meet me, I'm who I am. I don't put a front on for anybody, you know, and most people on YouTube don't, I've noticed. I mean, other than, holding back your language or something. But like I said, if that doesn't bother you, it's not a big deal. Um, some people like it, some people don't. Uh, some people like to drink a lot, some people don't. Let's see here, Lone Wolf Fishing. You're in the right spot. Then you have a good group of people here. Yeah, we definitely have a really good group of people. Are you near Oregon? No, I'm in Southwest Missouri. Believe it or not, Central U.S. I'm nearest big city to me is Springfield, Missouri, Southwest Missouri. So it's really green here and pretty. I can turn you here. Let me loosen up if I can turn you. Oh, only thing I don't like about this tripod is it don't pivot real good. But we got a nice sunset happening behind me here. Really green. We've had so much rain here this year. Sunset right there. But we're in a thick canopy here, so it gets darker in here faster than it does in our yard. It's a lot darker in here than what it really is. Really thick back there. But yeah, this is what I call base camp. This is literally on the backside of our property. It's like I said earlier, it's about, I'm guessing, 200 to 300 feet behind me south is our property line, our neighbor and ours fence line. So I've got a little, after the woods, I've got a little pretty good size little piece of pasture opening before the neighbor's fence. And like I said, there's a lot of wild blackberry here. So we have a lot of stickered blackberries, so you don't want to go running through the thick brush. You'll get tore up real fast. 12-hour night shifts wasn't terrible. Yeah, I used to do a lot of 12-hour night shifts, especially when I worked at the hospital and a lot of factory work. I did 12-hour shifts on. Um, yeah, I didn't mind 12-hour shifts, especially if you did like 4 on, 3 off. I really like that shift. I've worked the 2 on, 2 off, 3 on, 2 off, 3 on type, and I don't really care for that as much. You do get a little bit more time off with those, and you don't have to work so many days in a row, is the positive part. And a lot of those shifts, you have to work every other weekend. I probably know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, there's a yeah, you could probably figure it out. We all subscribe to a lot of the same channels, and each their own. But I just don't like. There's cussing, there's slip cussing, there's cussing that's just out of control in my book. I mean, you know, uh, everybody in my family. I wasn't in the military, but almost everybody else in my family was, except me and my middle brother. And you know, I'm used to being around people cussing. I was in construction. I've been around it all my life, but not just every word, the F bomb and, vulgar, what I call vulgar cussing, Um, and I definitely don't like the Lord's name in vain. That's one thing I will not tolerate whatsoever. None. If people, and I've unsubscribed to people for a long time, or, been subscribed to people starting out and they get really big and whatever, and they start getting vulgar, start using the Lord's name in vain, and that'll be the first easiest way for me to unsubscribe from your channel is if you use the Lord's name in vain. Like I said, each to their own. I don't want to offend anybody, but uh, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and I'm proud of it. And using my Savior's name in vain is, I do not tolerate that whatsoever. I don't want to hear the F bomb, and I don't want to hear a lot of other stuff a lot either. But I'd much rather hear the F bomb than somebody use the Lord's name in vain. I mean, and I'm proud of it. I'm not unashamed, and like Phil Robinson says, I'm definitely unashamed of that, of my life. I mean, if that offends people, that's just gonna have to offend people because that's something I don't like. I filmed a video this weekend. There was homeless camp through trash everywhere. I gave verbal warning I was gonna say curse words for. Yeah, and I know a lot of people say stuff, and I'm not saying that people can't say what they want to, but you know, when it's all the time, and when there's certain channels on YouTube that's all they say. I mean, they say more cuss words than regular words. To me, it sounds very uneducated if you're talking like that 24/7. I mean, sounds like they just want to hear themselves cuss. Curse words are just, it's one of those things that people think, oh, you're just too thin skinned, or you just, you know, I don't know. Or means I am. Yep. Take me as I am. Yep, for sure. Yep. And it's not that I don't, if somebody says something once in a while, it's no big deal. But like I said, when you get on those channels and you know who they are, and we've all met them and subscribe to them or whatever, and it's like click on a really quick unsubscribe, because I mean, when it's nonstop and that's all you say, I mean, if people say it once in a while, no big deal. Depends on what words it is, but I mean, you get offended pretty quickly. Big howdy. I met one that is a totally different person when the camera ain't rolling. I was shocked. Yeah, and then again, I mean, people are gonna get offended no matter what you say. I mean, you anymore, you seem like you have to watch your P's and Q's, you're gonna offend somebody or whatever, you know. But I'm not. I mean, I don't have to watch who I don't want to watch, you know. If it makes you mad because I unsubscribe or don't support your channel because you get super crazy, do really stupid stuff, or curse all the time, I mean, so be it. But it's what makes the world go round. If that's your poison, that's what you like, go for it. I mean, I'm not gonna condemn nobody if that's what they like, but I don't have to watch it. That was my favorite schedule. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that schedule at all. It seems like companies get away from that 2 on, 2 off, 3 on, 2 off, 3 on type deal, but, um, it was really nice when I had vacation time and you could take your time off and I'd almost have a month off. Well, it was really nice when I did the 4 on 3 off because you could take your vacation and literally have a month off. But 6 by 12, 48 hours a week of the year flying around Australia. Wow, that's cool. I've always wanted to be a pilot. I think that would be super cool. I'm working on 3 on, 4 off every week now. It's weekends, but I get paid for 40 and 4 days off to fish. There you go. Lone Wolf, that sounds amazing. That would be a good shift for sure. Like a sailor? Yeah. You know, my brother was a sailor and, you know, he could use that as an excuse too, but he doesn't cuss, so, I mean, people like to, and that's how they are. I'm not gonna say they can't. I just don't have to watch it, you know? It's like that's why I watch YouTube because I can control what I watch. I don't have to watch filthy commercials on TV. I pay for YouTube Premium, so I have no commercials, no advertisements. So, um, I literally can control what I watch. If I don't like something, I turn the volume off or I don't watch it. Yeah, exactly for private conversations. I mean, um, you know, I try not to offend anybody. I know it's impossible anymore to not offend somebody. Uh, if you blow your nose wrong in public, you're going to offend somebody. I mean, anything you do in public is going to offend somebody. Maine and law enforcement is just sort of who I am. Yep. I'm not condemning nobody for it. You know, I just say, that's why I say you can control what you watch on YouTube and what you're around in real life. And, that my biggest thing out of all of it is using the Lord's name in vain. I don't like the cussing either, but I'll put up with the cussing all day long than somebody using the Lord's name in vain. Yeah, which a lot of times you have to. I mean, a lot of kids watch YouTube and stuff, so I know why people watch their P's and Q's on YouTube. And um, not that, I kind of know from being in construction and being around military uh, people that, I can kind of judge when I know somebody's probably going to be that way, and not, and that's not being judgmental. I know a lot of people say that's being judgmental, but you can kind of tell because just but like Randy says, you'll meet somebody off camera and you'll just totally be shocked and wouldn't believe that they're like that. So I mean, to me, but like you, Ken, you're totally open and honest about it, and that's what I like. That's cool. Um, and then you'll get to know when you're around other people. You'll get to know who likes stuff like that, who doesn't, who like dirty jokes, who doesn't, who doesn't mind cussing, and those that do. I mean, I don't like it that you have to feel like you're on walking on glass. But then again, you know, it's all about respect. Number one, it's respecting yourself and respecting others. The world needs a lot more compassion and love for one another, and worrying about one another. This world's too busy, in my opinion, to not care about each other. You'll live in town, cities, you'll live in houses nowadays that nobody and introduces themselves anymore. Nobody cares. Everybody just wants to be left alone. Everybody gets offended, and like I said earlier, that's one good thing about YouTube. You can control what you watch. Being around family, it's you surround yourself. Who you surround yourself with is the people is like you. And if you're a Christian, you should, surround yourself with other fellow Christians that uphold your beliefs and things that not going to offend you. If you like to cuss and you like certain movies, and I mean, you should always surround yourself with the people that you want to be around, because if you're just worrying about offending people 24/7, then again, I mean, you can get offended too easily in my books. Some people will not at all put up with any kind of cussing at all, and they become introverts and stay in their homes and don't go out and don't associate with people. I mean, am I going to be a Christian and I'm going to surround myself people that are on drugs and alcoholics and do the things and have the lifestyles that are not uh, encouraging and uplifting in my faith? No, I mean, I'm not going to surround myself. That's me. I'm not going to condemn anybody for a life they want to live. I've never been that way. I think more people need to be that way. But that's where, like I said, you need to surround yourself with people that share your same beliefs, your same hobbies, same lifestyles. So you're not feeling condemned. You're not feeling um, like you're walking on glass. I guess I'm getting on a rant there, but I mean, it's that's just life. Pretty clean on cam too. I don't cuss very every other word unless I'm hot. I ain't gonna say if you don't smash your finger, you stub your toe or something. You ain't gonna say a cuss word. I mean, it's really hard not to. Uh, I was raised before my parents got saved. Um, There's a lot of cuss words. I was around it, and I got saved at an early age. So, I mean, I didn't cuss a lot growing up, but my brother sure did, and um, I did if I got mad. I still do, but I have to be really mad, and nobody's perfect. But that's where people's beliefs that they'll be condemning people and making people feel bad, but that's not your job to do either. Is to get condemn or judge other people. Uh-oh, knocked over the thermostat. Right. Hopefully that thermostat keep working good. It's been on for about 2 hours now. I'm probably behind on chat again. I'm sorry, guys. Right, Ken? Pretty clean. Yeah, most everybody's pretty clean, especially everybody I subscribe to. Like I said, I don't get offended super easy, but if I just don't want to watch something, I don't watch something or I don't stay subscribed to it. TV, you gotta watch commercials or you gotta turn I usually mute it anyways. I don't watch a lot of regular TV. I wouldn't watch my old streams. I might offend you. Pretty keep. I can respect that. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. If it's like that, you just don't have to watch or mute it. I mean, it's hard to mute it or whatever. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, I'm not so thin skinned that saying one here or there is not going to offend me. Hot, mad, yep, for sure. You know, that's usually number one time when a lot of people will cuss is when you're mad. Uh, yeah, and I'm that way too, unless you're hot. Yep, yep. Man, that's what's so hard about doing outdoors videos and doing outdoor stuff when it is hot summer and here it's super humid and the heat and humidity both is not a good combination. So heat frustration. I've had 3 weeks off since February. Haha. One lobster sounds like heaven. Oh, buddy. 2-1 roster sounds like heaven. Yep, for sure. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up. You can definitely tell. Haha. Yeah. I mean, yeah, disrespecting people. Yeah. Especially if somebody mentions something. Hey, Daniel, how you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming in. How are you? Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, disrespecting other people, especially if they say something like, could you mind not saying that or whatever, or especially if certain things offend people and you just seems like they go out of their way to overly offend you and to get you riled up and almost like they want you to get mad enough to fight. I can't stand that. I can't stand people belittling other people. If you don't like it, just be honest and tell them that you don't like it. Be open and be nice about it. And the way you present it to people, a lot of times it's just how you present and speak it to somebody, and not be hateful, and rude. It's all about communication. I don't like anything, especially laughter. I know that's not right. You make me laugh all the time, Woodsman. Laughter is the best medicine. If the world would laugh more, wouldn't it be a lot better place? That's why I like seeing T's videos. They're always laughing, riding around town. They're always laughing, and you guys seem happy and joyful all the time. You're really enjoying what you're doing. You know, I like that. If people would laugh more, it'd be a lot better world, wouldn't it? The Menards joke, I like that joke, Ken. Completely inappropriate jokes with each other. Yeah. And when people start doing that, I don't just get offended and I don't say anything to be rude. I just remove myself from the conversation and let them have the conversation. It's not that big a deal. If you don't like something, just walk away, or you don't have to put yourself in that conversation. People are going to know, especially if they know you, they're going to know what you like to be around and what they don't. I heard that behind you. Hear that noise behind? I was wondering if it was the deer. The deer come through. Let me see if it's the deer. Nope, I don't think it was the deer. I think it was just the squirrel this time. But the deer usually come through this time of night or right after dark. I do have my new light out here. I'm going to try to see if it'll light up better for lighting. I could probably turn it on now. Appreciate you coming in, Hammock Mountain. What have you been up to today? Hey, I'm back. Coal Region Explorer, buddy. Thanks for coming back. I'm behind on comments as usual. I don't tell dirty jokes anymore. Now they're just old jokes. Yeah. Yeah, I used to, my Uncle Bobby, man, even dirty jokes, that man can make you laugh. Even if it's dirty and you didn't like it, he's such a good storyteller. So many people tell jokes in such a way you're over halfway through it before you realize it's a dirty joke, and then you end up laughing anyways. But uh yeah, he used to tell dirty jokes all the time when we was growing up, and my mom would get so mad because my mom was super. She didn't like any cussing. She didn't like any dirty jokes at all, and not even slightly. Looks different there. It is dark. Yeah, it's dark. Let me turn this light on, see if it makes any difference. Oh crap! I just knocked my thermostat over again. Ain't gonna work too good if you keep knocking it over. Let me see if this light works very good. Oh man, that's bright. I don't know if the medium light will be bright enough. Let's see if that makes any difference. Oh yeah, I made a pretty good difference. Does that look any better? That's on low. I can put it on high. Now I can't see the comments at all. I'm blind. I don't know if it'll made much difference. I sub Hammock Mountain. Thanks, CNT. If you like stealth camping, you'll sure like Hammock Mountain's channel. He's got a really good channel. Make sure you go back and watch. He's got a lot of really cool stealth camping locations that he's done. I really like his style of stealth camping, so he'll appreciate that sub. Uh, hey, mainly off grid. What you doing, brother? Hanging out here tonight. You missed me making a steak. It was fantabulous. So good. My weekly video comes out tomorrow at 7:30 or 7:30, 7 o'clock Central Time. So mainly off grid. You might want to catch that, and I'm sure you can probably guess what I made for dinner on that camp. Man, that bug attacked me. Big moth or something. High blood pressure has been known to rewrite my vocabulary a time or two. Yeah, that will definitely make you say things you don't want to and make you confused. My mom had high blood pressure for a while, and yeah, man, that'll make you irritated and frustrated super quick. I liked your four-wheeler video and the off grid. That was super cool video. Me and my wife both enjoyed watching that one. That looked like a great time. The Maine mud days. That was awesome. You guys haven't watched Mainly Off Grid, please go and subscribe to him. He's got a really good channel, good family channel. He has his family on there. There's all riding four wheelers on his latest video and some deep mud. Man, that would be some hard mud for some four-wheel drive trucks, let alone four wheelers. That was great. I enjoyed that a lot. It's one drawback from this StreamYard service is the chat is so much smaller than YouTube Live, but I don't like being vertical only on YouTube Live. So you got to trade one for the other. And it usually affects, I could do hotspot and have my tablet out here to read comments, but it kind of affects the stream. I have a feeling last time I did a stream and tried to use my hotspot both, it kind of affected the quality of the stream. So, and I've got super good full 5G signal out here in my base camp. So that's a big plus. I can do a lot of live streams out here. So I want to do more out here and do some more cooking and fire. Of course, it's way too hot to have a fire. I thought about trying to start one just to have one out here tonight, help with the bugs too. Not only the mosquitoes, the thermostals take care of the mosquitoes, but flies and the moths and stuff help deter them. This light's going to attract some bugs for sure. You had a Bigfoot experience this weekend, Ken? Hope to get to hear that story, Ken. Yeah, if you guys like Bigfoot stories, thinking about that, there's a guy I've been subscribed to for a long time. I can't remember. I don't think I'm subscribed to him at the moment. I do enjoy his channel, whether I believe in Bigfoot or not, but he's a really good storyteller. His channel's Basecamp Chris, and he mainly talks about Bigfoot. A lot of scary, not only Bigfoot, but a lot of other scary stories, but mainly Bigfoot. So I know Woodsman and Ken and a lot of people like that. He's got a super good channel. So Basecamp Chris, all one word, no space. So I think, pretty sure, go check out his channel. You'll probably really like it. Almost sub to you all. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are all subbing to each other. That's so cool. Appreciate that. Go and comment on some videos too. That'll sure help everybody. Even if it's a short or something. I mean, it's better if you comment on a long form video, but you're welcome, mainly off grid. I'm not lost. I'm exploring. Hey, buddy. How are you guys doing? Appreciate you coming in here tonight. Sorry you missed me cooking dinner. New York strip steak with Irish butter on it, melted on it. Went carnivore tonight. Just had steak, no sides. Super good. Melt in your mouth. Enjoyed that. Yeah, enjoyed that a lot. It was super good. I need to do that more. I'm not lost. I'm exploring. He's got a really good channel as well. You all go and subscribe to him and share the love and community with him. He'd appreciate that. He's got a really good channel. You guys think I ought to start a fire? I've got a little bit of wood. With this charcoal, I might be able to get some of this damp wood burning. Might smoke like a house on fire at first. Trying to get caught up on the comments, guys. Oh, wow. Must be a good story then if you don't want to embarrass somebody. Yeah. People's got a lot of good stories. That Basecamp Chris channel, man, he's people email him Bigfoot stories all the time, and he tells them so good. He's such a good storyteller, really good. Whole region. I want to get a power bank that's solar charged and can charge the e-bike, but also not too much to carry along. Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people I know. Outdoors McGee, he has a power bank that he recently coated on his bike, and he recharged his e-bike with it. Worked pretty well. Um, yeah, that's the thing. Getting one that's not too heavy and too bulky. Yeah, this light works super good, but it sure tracks the beetles and moths. That was great about to meet new friends. This is great about oh yeah, to meet new friends. Yep, for sure, CNT. Can't ever have too many friends. And like I said many times over and over and over again, this is such a good community. We have a lot of good people in our community, and the outdoor community alone is such a good community in my books to be in. Such good content. Yep, laughter is the best medicine. Or wear muddy mining boots. Yep, for sure. We have a good time on my live yesterday evening. I'm glad. I wish I would have got to watch that. Yeah, mainly off grids last live. We had a great time. That was a blast. That's probably one of the. I mean, all the lives are usually pretty fun, but that one was really. That in particular live was super fun. We was all laughing, cracking up, and lot of communication, a lot of chat back and forth. It was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Yep, great couple, true soulmates. They sure are. Am I really that far behind on the comments? Thank you mainly. I'm lost here exploring. Hey, Hammock Mountain. Amen, brother. Thanks. You're welcome. At my age, I agree. It's called being mature and smart in mind. Nothing is worth breaking my inner peace. For sure, Cole. For sure. Working as usual, says Hammock Mountain. Of course. When aren't you working, brother? I'm sure glad you came in and hang out with us. I really appreciate you and enjoy you being in here and being anonymous. Yes. And I'm far behind. I've been looking for spots to do stealth camping. I've got two locations in mind right now. Yeah, Ken, my wife and I was going through town the other day and we came across a really good new spot to do stealth camp. I want to definitely go do it. I'm not going to give it away, but got a good spot. Whole region, I got to go back to work tomorrow. I love what I do, so I don't really feel like work. Yeah, that's awesome. It's really nice to have a job that you really enjoy going to. You know, like you say, you may not love it, but if you at least like it, it helps a bunch. Really doesn't make it feel like work. I want to try to make some potato salad like Matt from Two Guys did. That looked great. Yeah, I love a good potato salad for sure. And it's super easy to make at camp for sure. Thanks for checking out Hammock Mountain's channel, CNT. He'll appreciate that. You're welcome, mainly. But definitely check your channel out, Ken. Cool. Let's see here. Trying to catch up with the chat. Next year, you'll have to come up to the creators event. Definitely will, CNT. Yeah, I'm really hoping to make it next year. I don't know what the this next year will hold, but I didn't think I was gonna make it this year either. So it'd be nice to make it, but if I don't, definitely worth going for sure. It's definitely worth going. Yeah, that cabin build's pretty cool. You'll definitely have to check that out. I'm lost not exploring. Yeah, that cabin build, you'll enjoy that. I like their little cabin they got. He's got a really cool piece of property. I really love it there. If I ever get up that way, I'd definitely love to go to Maine for sure. Meet all these awesome people. Yeah, thank you, Cole. You're pretty awesome too, man. If you haven't done so already, please take time to give this young man a like. I appreciate that, Hammock Mountain. I do. I really do. Young man, even man, that makes me feel good. I'm a lot older than everybody thinks I am, for sure. I don't know if anybody other than Randy can guess how old I am. Centralia. Yeah, that's somewhere I wanted to explore. I was there. I wish I would have had more time. I definitely would have went to Centralia. That was my favorite video, first stealth camp of Tony's. Guess overnight camp too, but that was a good video. I'm there once a week. Wow. I like Sasquatch Theory. Never watched that. Can't go wrong with a good steak. No, for sure can't. Steak's always good. 5 new channels. Awesome. Yep. Did someone say donuts? Hey, donuts are top of my list besides ice cream. I don't know what I like more than ice cream and donuts. Those are my two top favorite things. I do like cereal really well. Cereal's a good food to like a comfort food to me. Cereal's always been one of my favorites. What's everybody's favorite cereal? I sub to you jokers. That's pretty funny. Good to see this community grow. For sure is. It really is. Everybody in here is such good people, man. Good peeps. Yeah, Cole, that's for sure. A lot of good uh, people and good content, you know. And I like watching a little bit of everything, not just outdoors. Mainly fishing and outdoors is majority of my channels. But I like good storytelling. Like I said, Basecamp Chris and Woodsman is a good storyteller. There's a lot of good channels other than just outdoors, but like I said, majority of what I watch is outdoor channels or fishing. Yeah, Cole, I got plenty of some stickers for e-bike. I got a new shipment in, so I got plenty of stickers. I can send anybody a sticker if they want. I'll post my email in here. If you guys email me a address, I can send you some stickers. See if that did that go in this chat. I don't know if that went in the chat or not, but I'll post my email in the chat. And anybody wants a sticker, send me an email with an address I can send you. Hammock Mountain said 38. Adventures with Ken said 43. Man, I love you guys. You guys are the best. You guys are making me feel good about myself. 38. You hear that, honey? If you're still in here, they think I'm 38 years old. Wow. That makes me feel old, actually. I don't know if that makes you feel good though. I appreciate that, guys. I know how old you are. Yeah, you do, Woodsman. I forgot about you and Randy. Definitely know. I'm guessing 41 mainly off grid. Man, you guys are good to me. Real good to me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Or 47. I can't remember. Not even close. Well, I guess you're close. You're the closest, Ken. You're the closest to how old I am. I'm 44, long wolf fishing. Let my beard grow and I'll gray it gives away. Yeah, when I first started my YouTube channel, I had my full beard. I'm growing it back again. I'm gonna start growing it back again, but I look a lot older with my beard for sure. 100 grams just because I can't eat corn based. Yeah, the honey grams, those are really good. Wheat puffs is what I call them. Those are super good. Agreed, Hammock Mountain. I would say Frosted Flakes. Yeah, that's a good one. CNT. Frosted Flakes are always a good one to go for. Yeah, that me210 at live.com is my email. Email me a P.O. box, address, or anything. I'll send out some stickers for sure. I wish I would have set some out more out at the meetup instead of handing them out so people could have grabbed them. But I didn't have as many as I do now. Fantastic. Watch your 4 channel champ. Camp. Yeah, that 4 channel camp was good. We did a 5 channel too the night before they did their 4 channel with Skeeter and Sam, the Northwest Wind, Campo and Champion, Hammock Mountain, and myself. We all did a stealth camp at Walmart. That was a good camp too. Cole says 41. Nope. I'm actually 50. I'll be 51 in December. Would have thought 38. Man, you guys are nice. Haven't been back yet. Maybe soon. The more videos I see, the more I want to make the drive. Yeah, that'd be cool. Daughter called. Hey, Randy. Appreciate that. You always got to talk to your kids. Hope she's doing well. I'm 52. I'm not going to tell my wife age. LOL. Yeah, it's so dark, CNT, when you guys ride, and I really can't see. I mean, not always dark during the day, but a lot of times it's farther away and you really can't tell. Can't get real close ups a lot of times. So I really can't. And I'm not the best judge of age, really. Where do I buy my stickers from? I get my stickers from Sticky Brand. Oop, you hear the deer blowing? Can you hear that? They let me know this is their territory. They love my base camp, so they do not like me being out here. I'll just start still hanging out of the bugs. No, I'm not hanging. I'm out my base camp in my on the backside of my 5 acres in the woods out here. Bugs are this light I'm using tonight's attracting a few moths and beetles, but I've got my thermocell taking care of the mosquitoes. Appreciate you coming back in, Lefty. It's a wonderful place with amazing bridge. Yeah, that place is awesome. Just turned 51 in February. Well, you're the same age as, well, you're a little older than me. I'll be 51 in December. I look younger. Yeah, my dad did too. He never looked his age. When my dad and I, before he passed away, we'd go places together, and a lot of people think we were brothers. My dad didn't look, he was 73 when he passed away, and until he got sick, he didn't really look his age. He was never sick a day in his life. One of those stories, and um, he was always getting complimented on how young he looked. A lot of people say, "Are you guys brothers?" Made us feel good. Well, definitely made him feel good. Oh, I never did say my favorite cereal. Man, I like a lot of cereals. If I had to choose one, what would be my favorite? Um, Honey Nut Cheerios, I like really well. Corn Pops, Honeycombs, and Fruity Pebbles. So those are four really my top four. And see, we young. Yep. Hey, Lefty. I don't know how far back. 51. You're an old man, bro. Yeah, for sure. I do feel, I don't feel it. Well, other than my back hurts a lot, and I've had my neck fused from my C5 through C7. So I've got pretty good movement in my neck, but um, I feel a lot better now that I've had my surgery for sure. I had my neck surgery back in. When did I have my neck surgery? In 2019, I think. I think that's right. But I feel a lot better after my neck surgery. How old is Randy? I think he's 55 or 56, if I'm not mistaken. Randy doesn't age. He's older than me, I know. You don't look your age, 210. I appreciate that. Hence is why I have a 32-year-old son. I was 18 when I had him, way too young, but it happens. Sure, he don't. uh, Randy is like 96, I think. Woodsman. Uh, Yeah, he ages like beef jerky. Our next life, we definitely going to show ourselves and do it during the day. There you go. I have caught a couple of your day lives, CNT. The one that I did that was I laughed my butt off is that I don't remember what part of town you guys were in where all those people were tripping, man. They were everywhere on every corner. And you guys were trying to get video of them but not look obvious. I was laughing. I shouldn't have been laughing, but I mean I wasn't laughing at them. I was just the way you guys are videoing and having a good time driving around, you was cracking me up. I love it. Hammock Mountain's 53. Yep, you'll always be 2 years older than me, huh? Yeah, you look pretty good for your age, Hammock Mountain. I was gonna guess you in your early 50s, so I was pretty right on. I knew you was close to my age. I figured. I don't know, just because I know how old I am. Not that you do look pretty good for your age too. Randy looks good for his age. Woodsman looks pretty good for your age too, buddy. Sugar smacks all the way. Yep. A lot of people like sugar smacks. I like those. It'd be easy to say what cereal I don't like. I'll eat them, but I don't care for grape nuts. I'll eat them in yogurt. I like them in yogurt, but I don't care. I have to put sugar on them and eat those. I don't really care for kicks. I have to put sugar on those. If I'm going to put sugar on cereal, I might as well just eat a sugared cereal in my books. Regular Cheerios, I'm not a fan of. I have to put sugar on them, so I get the Honey Nut Cheerios. Um, what other cereals are not popular nowadays that I liked when I was a kid? Ooh, blueberries. Those were good. The blueberry had the marshmallows in them. Those were pretty good. You have to like cinnamon toast crunch. Um, and there's so many cereals. I love all cereal. Captain Crunch, obviously. Love Captain Crunch. I just turned like 28, 30, something like that. I'm pretty sure I have to ask my wife to confirm. uh, yeah, you could probably pass her 28 to 30. I had neck surgery, got another coming. Oh, lefty, that's not good. Yeah, I'm sure that they're going to want to do, once you get your neck fused over time, it wears out the above and below where you've been fused at. So, you know all about that. Real hard not to accidentally put people's comments on stage. Dang it. This little chat box is so small. And Randy, I'm 37 and a half. Yeah, looking pretty good, Randy. The Botox is really helping. Beef jerky. Yep. I mean, beef jerky, that's pretty good shelf life, I mean, you're dried at the peak of perfection. So, I mean, I guess if you look like jerky's not a good thing, I guess. I've seen a lot of people that fake bake too much and they look like beef jerky or rawhide. Randy went to high school with Jesus. I was going to say he came over on the Mayflower, but Jesus is even older. So that beat what I was going to say. I like Benjamin Button going to be a baby soon. Randy's like Benjamin Button. Yep. I think he's going backwards in age. Cocoa Pebbles, yes. Because the good thing about Cocoa Pebbles is you have chocolate milk at the end. I mean, and when I was a kid, I was really bad with Cocoa Pebbles or Cocoa Puffs, any of the chocolate cereals. I would put chocolate milk in them too and have doubly chocolate. That was probably going overboard, but it was good. Easy, bub. I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable. uh, yeah. Hey, man, we gotta encourage each other and tell each other we're looking good, man. Even if we're not, I mean, we can lie to ourselves. It's funny because everybody always says I don't look my age, but I feel I'm my age. It's nice to know when people do compliment you that you don't look your age. Pretty bad when somebody says, "Oh, I thought you were 65." Earpiece keep wanting to fall out. It's so humid tonight. Let's see here. Fruity Pebbles, yes. See, that's the perfect counterpart to Cocoa Pebbles because you get the fruit. You get tired of fruit, you can do Cocoa Pebbles and have chocolate. Two awesome cereals. Yes, I would say. Yeah, we had. See, what do we got right now? I've got Lucky Charms right now. Super good too. I like Lucky Charms, and we've got the big bag of those, big box. I always like the off-brand, like the what is it, the multi-mill brand, the bag cereal. Their versions of like the original Fruity Pebbles, they're just as good or even better. They almost taste better. I don't know if it's just me or not. Beef jerky looks like dried out leather. Yep. Kind of looks like people that fake bake or get too much sun when they get older. They look like jerky or rawhide. I can tell you what the arc was really like. Yeah, there's so many stories about the arc, isn't there? Gotta go to bed, guys. Great chat. And Randy, we love you all too. Yes, we do love Randy. He's a good cat. Thanks for coming in mainly off grid. I appreciate you stopping in. I know it's late for you over there, and I always appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me. And uh, I'm not going to stay on too terribly late tonight. I've already been on 2 hours. I probably ought to cut it off here shortly. I'm trying to get through the um, chat. Take care mainly. Up. Have a good night, guys. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, I appreciate a thumbs up. As good as you guys are, I'm sure you have. Yeah, mainly, I appreciate you hanging out, man. Fruity Pebbles have terrible what? Oh, man. Fruity Pebbles have terrible tasting burps for real. Not sure why. Boy, Randy, you could, I don't know. How, see, now I would have to say, what is it? What cereal is it that I think has a weird taste? Um, oh, like Honey Bunches of Oats and that type of stuff. Maybe not near as bad taste, but like the flakes get super soggy in that cereal. It does kind of give me an aftertaste if I eat that. But funny you say that about Fruity Pebbles. Is I guess it's not the first person I've heard say that, but they don't really give me like burps or anything. That's weird. Fruity burps better than farts, I guess. Started having two birthdays every year, one forward, one backwards. Hammock Mountain. There you go. Does that really work? I don't know. I guess some kind of preservative. If you drank a lot of, what would you have to drink to be a good preservative? A lot of vinegar or too much salt's not a good idea. Getting too much water. See here, Randy. Being on the ark makes sense to as to why I never had heard about Noah having two fish on it. Ken, that's hilarious. We got cinnamon toast crunch, fruity pebbles, frosted flakes. Oh, buddy, I totally. devour bowls of any of those. They do taste a little better, honestly. I think they do. I think the I think it's the Multi-Mill brand or the whatever brand that is in the bag. I think it's they really got it down. Like the honeycombs, I think they're better than the original honeycombs in the Multi-Mill brand. Super good. Um, what other ones do we have? Oh, the Apple Jacks version are better in the bag than the actual Apple Jacks. They're super good. Super Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a good one. Yes, for sure. Man, I'm trying to get caught up. You guys are keeping up with the comments coming. Honey Nut Cheerios, yes, those are good. My grandmother got me hooked on those. That was her favorite. So when I went to my grandmother, she always had Honey Nut Cheerios. Super good. We'll be here when you are on. Thanks for chat. Appreciate you coming in, CNT. I really do. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's always a pleasure chatting with you guys. Enjoy your guys' channel too. So hopefully I'll catch you in on your guys' chat real soon. Have a great night. You too. You too, CNT. You and your husband and wife both have a really good night. Be safe on your next trip out in town on your bikes. My son loves Captain Crunch. Oh yeah, Captain Crunch is amazing. Randy, you don't like anything. You don't like Captain Crunch? What? Now a lot of people don't like Captain Crunch because it's stabs the roof of their mouth. Sometimes they say or whatever. I can understand that. I guess for people that don't have teeth, it's hard for them to eat because it's sharp. But I do like some Captain Crunch. The Crunch Berries is my favorite Captain Crunch. Uh, Corn Pops, I really like Corn Pops, but that's the same type of thing. People think they're too hard. Yeah, Captain Crunch, man, that's good stuff too. I seen what was the new Captain Crunch we seen at the grocery store this week? They have a new flavor of Captain Crunch, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Um, Captain Crunch something. They've got a new flavor out, but I don't. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it was. Looked pretty good. Yeah, but it's all good soggy. I love Apple Jacks. Yeah, Apple Jacks is really good. Gonna have to head to bed. Have a good night. Good week. You too, Ken. Appreciate you stopping in, brother. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Yeah, probably be hanging it up here soon too. Like I said, we're over the 2 hour 15 mark now, and let everybody get to bed. I really don't want to start a fire because I've been out here tending to it for a while. So appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Probably let everybody go so they can get to bed at a decent hour. I know Woodsman's a night owl, but see you, CNT. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for being here, Woodsman. Thank you for being in here, Randy. Hey, Foothills of Appalachia. You always hop in when I'm getting ready to come off or go off, but I appreciate you coming by, friend. Really do. How's things in Georgia, right? Yep. Daniel, I appreciate you coming in, brother, and hanging out with us. It's always a pleasure. Have a good night and good day and a good rest of the week at work, everybody. Like I said, good night, Matt, Mr. Woodsman, Randy. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Mainly off grid. He's already gone, but appreciate him. Appreciate you, Daniel. Yep, Randy. Have a good day at work tomorrow and a good week. Need to get with you to get those tent poles soon. Maybe I can come down and have lunch at your work or something. We can go out to lunch or something one day. I'm always working. Yes. Good night. Sorry about that. I understand you guys are always working outside, but I just appreciate you stopping in. It really do. It means a lot to me. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up on your way out, I appreciate it. But who did I miss saying goodbye to? Cole, if you're still in here. Good night, Cole, Region Explorer. Good night, Daniel. Good night, Foothills. Good night, CNT. Good night. I'm not lost. I'm exploring. Good night, Woodsman. Good night, Ken. Who else am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting somebody. If I'm forgetting somebody, I'm sorry. Good night, Foothills of Appalachia. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys next week. If not before, make sure you guys catch my video posting tomorrow. Every Tuesday, I usually have a video. Try to have one every Tuesday. I miss one here or there, but 7 p.m. Central Time. Appreciate you checking out my latest video. Hope you like it. Good night. Good night. Yep. Good night, everyone. Rise above and crack on. Appreciate that, Cole. Good night, CNT. That's the new cereal. What's the new cereal? I missed it. Orange cream pop. Yes. Yes. I definitely want to try that, CNT. So if you try it before me, let me know how good it is. That sounds really good. I want to try that. All right, guys. Good to see you. I'll see you guys next Monday. Hopefully check out my video tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. God bless everybody. Have a good night. Be safe out there, guys. Good night.